From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 48 back in 2014, there's a look at MetLife Stadium here in East Rutherford. A few moments ago, the crowd here was on their feet as their beloved Jets made their way out of the tunnel. They're ready to go. We're ready to go, and it should be a good one as those New York Jets get set to face off with the Buffalo Bills. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll run on first down. It's Moss. And right away, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And they'll be inside the red zone with a ball at the 16-yard line.
As you and I both know, one reason teams script plays to start a game is so they can practice them ahead of time. I will guarantee you that fumble was not in the script.
You don't think they had fumble written next to play one there?
No, that was never in the script because they want to have good memories when they go into a ball game, not something that could have gone wrong.
Hatchet.
Here's Le'Veon Bell's first carry as a New York Jet. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard.
Check 26, check 26. 49 the mic, 49 the mic. Go, lady. Watch the safety creep.
Darnold now to throw. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Jamison Crowder there, and it's 3rd and short.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
Especially tough in the middle third of the field where he threw that one. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. They hand off to their big tight end. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. Just a yard, but that's all they needed. And by the slimmest of margins, it'll be 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
Here we go, son. 49, guys. Mike, 49. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Now Bell. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. The free safety roaming all the way up to the line of scrimmage to make that stop.
How about his ability to trust his eyes and figure out it was not a pass play and go fast towards the line of scrimmage in order to make that tackle?
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's 2nd and goal now.
58, the mic. Hey, watch the screen, watch the screen.
Here's Darnold. The quick slant caught. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Maybe the first big test of the season here on both sides. This is 3rd and goal.
58 to Mike. Let's get this ball back.
To throw is Darnold. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. So they opted to pass for it on 3rd and goal. Let's see what they do on 4th and goal.
Well, I think they threw it with the idea that if they didn't get it, they would go for it on 4th and goal. So they got another play in their pocket. They're going to have to call it right now. No field goal here.
Well, all offseason, probably a lot of thought goes into that first drive of week one. They didn't get the touchdown, but at least they got something.
And what I like about it is that they didn't overthink it, because you're exactly right. A lot goes into the offseason, the preseason, to get to that first drive of the regular season. They went right downfield, mission accomplished, points on the board.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown, but they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. And this one caught by Delaney Walker. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. It's a pickup of 17 on that one and a Bills first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down. Now this week one matchup pitting a couple Empire State rivals, no strangers to each other. They were both original members of the AFL, the American Football League, way back in 1960 to 1969. It's been a close series. Bills lead it all time, 62-55. And, of course, both of these franchises really feel like they have their quarterbacks of the future in Josh Allen and Sam Darnold. On play action, Allen. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. Quentin Williams in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. Out of bounds and close. The question, was it a touchback? No. They'll say it crossed out at the 2-yard line. Excellent placement, and off that bounce, Charles, I didn't know where it was going to go. It can be an inexact science as to where they place it, but they say the 2-yard line. Yeah, I don't know how they really determined that. And let's face it, at the end of that play, one side's going to be happy, the other team's going to be unhappy. So, what do they do, shorten the hypotenuse? I mean, how do they figure that out? You know that stuff. You're the smart guy. No, that's you, partner.
X3, 218, chop it.
From the end zone, here's Darnold. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And it's been a rocky start for them thus far. They had the turnover and then the punt on those first two drives.
So there is optimism because they've improved, right? Turnover, you just noted it.
Punt's better than the turnover.
The punt is better on the second one. Now they're hoping to turn into first downs and hopefully points.
I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on. And I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle, and they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second. Allen from the gun on third down. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing. taken in at the 22. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They finished off their opening drive of the campaign with a field goal on the last drive. Now they'll search for a touchdown here on this go-around. 1st and 10. A first down throw. Darnold buying time to his left. It's brought in by Jamison Crowder. And give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. A gain of 6 there on first. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now a first down carry by Bell. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at their 48-yard line.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Darnold. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Ed Oliver brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. 3rd and long, it's Darnold. He finds his target, it's Crowder. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 34. The shotgun snap for Darnold. Complete. Richardson has it. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the play. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Charlie.
Throwing again is Darnold. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces 4th down.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
Back around his goal line. Here's Allen. Got a man. It's Brown. And he's taken down, but able to get this up to the 20-yard line. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a first down. So the previous play, a big help, as now they'll have it 1st and 10 up at the 20. Now a give, right side. Moss. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one 28 yards on the ground. You know, I have a pretty good friend, Charles Davis, who tells me that when he sees plays like that, strong runs to the right, reminds him of the 1960s Green Bay Packers.
Boy, those were the days back when the fullback actually carried the ball as well as blocked. Then you had a halfback. You had pulling guards, guys who could get out and run. And you can hear the great coach saying it back then. So we get a seal here and a seal here, and we run this play right in the alley. So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Throwing is Allen on third. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Problems on third down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on third down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to third down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on first and second down.
Now this is going to carry well. Into the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Vigil came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. Another try after the first down sack. Darnold, and he'll be just shy of the 20 at the 19 as he goes out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. The Jets on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And that will be incomplete.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. He gets it away, and I think they'll smartly play keep away here from Brown. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40.
At their own 37-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And right now these guys, they're shuffling a little bit, maybe doubting, because 3 straight drives have ended with them punting the football away.
Yeah, so you start pointing fingers at each other a little bit, asking a lot of questions. What are you seeing? What are you getting? Maybe trying to narrow down your playbook a little bit and maybe get simpler rather than more complex in order to try and fashion together a drive.
Come on.
From the 41, Allen. And Walker has it. 10 yards, good enough for a Buffalo first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
From midfield, here's Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Quentin Williams in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. So after the sack, Allen and the Bills with work to do on 3rd and long. To throw on 3rd down. Allen. And that is incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. Now this is Le'Veon Bell with a reception. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Throwing again on second down, but this time it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
Now Darnold, a screen to Bell. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Now Allen. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Blowing that play up was Henry Anderson.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Now, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
Let's go.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're going to have to go at least 50, 60 yards here if they want to ensure that they don't have to punt the ball like they did last time.
Yeah, so what you're saying is we're not playing to just get out of the shadow of your own goal line, right? You're playing to make sure the punter doesn't see the field again. So it's not picking up a couple of first downs. You want to pick up 5 or 6 first downs and make sure you move the ball into their territory.
At the 2-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. They're going to run this with a tight end. And he'll push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run. So we are at halftime here in the opener of the 2019 regular season, as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Matt Milano coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Back to throw, Darnold. It's caught by Quincy Enunwa. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Darnold now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. First and 10. Out of the pistol, it's Bell. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
Go, son. Go 58's the mic. Man, that's trash. That's trash.
On second and 11 now. Darnold, and he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
49's the mic. 49's the mic. I want that. Give me that ball, defense. Give me that ball. Five.
Darnold from the gun. This one caught by Crowder. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Darnold's throw caught here by Enunwa. All the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 45 yards. And the Jets will extend their lead. Certainly there are good things about quick strike offenses that score fast, but a long drive can also work to your advantage as well.
In so many ways, Brandon, because number one, you get them tired, but the big one is mentally. They can't figure out how to slow you down, how to get off the field, how to get the ball back. They go to the bench wondering, what are we going to do next time in order to stop those guys?
This will be fielded at the 8. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to second and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between second and 4 and second and 8 and 9.
On second down and 4, Allen, and he'll hit his tight end, Walker. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. About 3 yards there to the 27.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
From the 27, Allen. And the grab by Croft. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
15-19. Let's make these babies cry on their way back home, yo. Hey, home. These babies cry on their way back home. Back.
Now Allen. And he will score. Touchdown, Buffalo. A 5-yard touchdown run as his guys have cut the lead down to 2. And now Sean McDermott's made the call. They'll go for 2.
Army. What? Stop.
Here's Allen to throw it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Avery Williamson. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ed Oliver in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Darnold now to throw. Got an open man. It's a noon one. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Throwing here on 3rd down. Darnold on the catch. It's Crowder. And they work this well upfield across the 45. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Let's get it together, defense. Let's get it together.
Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Lady. Hey, I'm coming.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold, and his throw is incomplete. He was trying to find his tight end, Chris Herndon, and it's 3rd down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To throw is Darnold. He finds his target. It's Crowder. And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 33. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way. It worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. They'll go back to the ground with Bell. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. And they give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Ready. Check curls. 49's the mic.
Now it's Darnold. Over the middle, and it's incomplete. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, able to break that one up. How about the defensive effort from both of these teams that we've seen in this game?
Would you say it's like a high-stakes chess match right now?
Chess is one way to go.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, I like it.
Okay, the only reason I say that, you feel like they're contemplating their moves before actually making one, and none of them being done very confidently.
Truth be told, I've never played chess, and I know that I'm not smart enough to play chess. Guys like you with your IQ, you can pull that off. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch.
Hey, Zoo! Keep going.
Darnold from the red zone now. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, and it's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams, and there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
Bravo! Watch the run.
On second and 10, Darnold. That's going to be caught by Crowder. It's a Jets touchdown. Jamison Crowder there to make the grab. And the Jets will extend their lead. Extra point by Marr, up and good. And the lead is now 17-8. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. On first down, Allen. Walker with a grab, left side. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Going deep for Diggs. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And it thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Second and 12 after the first down pass play went backwards for 2 yards. Darnold. For left side, it's complete. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. That one covers 29 yards. First down. So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Tremaine Edmonds, the linebacker, was the one disrupting there defensively. Now on second and 13. Darnold. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw it? It's caught inside the 25. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Stephon Diggs, 62 yards, as they have now chopped this lead down to 3. Hauschka adds the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. Because if there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line.
At the 46-yard line.
It's just me and you. It's just me.
On first down, Singletary. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
On play action, Allen. Throw left side, complete to Moss. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. That one, a first down pickup of 8. Allen now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Now a give, right side. Moss. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That one 28 yards on the ground.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. A great play there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Bills have taken the lead. Here's Hauschka for the extra point. And the lead is up to 5.
Makes the score Bills 22, Jets 17.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. So it's Jets football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. A good start to the drive here as that's caught out on the left side. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
That gets them the first down, but they've still got to move quickly here.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. Back to throw. Man open, here is Crowder. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. A good pickup there of 20 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. That's complete as he goes right back to Crowder. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Jet first down.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
What's that? Flux 49. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. 49.
He's back to throw. Anuno's got it. Complete. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
What's that?
They'll come out in the pistol. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. A screen to Bell. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in this football game. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Darnold now to throw. And this is caught. Touchdown. And they've taken the lead here in the final minute. Good throw there, and I don't want to blow it too out of proportion, but he looks a lot more comfortable in his second season.
You can tell he put the work in the offseason, and what I mean by that is understanding the playbook. Not just the plays and how to execute them, but how to do it against a variety of defenses. Also understands his team better, what they can and cannot do. You can see the confidence rising in him as he plays.
Now Darnold. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde. And they'll be down just outside of the end zone at the 1-yard line. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They only need a field goal. Obviously, the clock a huge factor. They'll be watching that. What do they need to do here, Charles?
Your sequence of plays has to get you.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. To throw is Allen. He's going to let it fly. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now Allen. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on fourth down. So they're going for it, and here's Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Real football.
Not preseason football where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. But now I'm listening to you. So for the Jets, they can breathe a sigh of relief as they're able to eke out the 1-point victory here in the opener. And they'll get another home date next week as the Browns will come to town. Meanwhile, for the Bills, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to MetLife Stadium to take on the New York Giants. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
Yeah, I just ran a checkup on myself.